I know who is responsible for this. It's the poor. They've summoned these monstrosities to take Westmarch for themselves. My mother warned me about the poor. They want my wealth, but they don't want to work for it. And now they've created an army of death creatures. Well, when I'm king, I'll just show them. We're not going to die, are we? Tell me we're not going to die. I don't want to lose my soul!
And now I hear those Reapers are taking people's souls? This is madness!
Why fight so hard? Thousands are dead. What do another dozen matter?
My library isn't far from here. I was closing everything up for the day when I heard the fighting in the streets. I barred the doors and then squeezed through the back window to escape. But I'll have to come up with something more exciting when I write my official account, won't I?
Look, the sliver is changing.
Malthael is altering the Soulstone.
Exactly. He's been gathering strength from the souls of Westmarch in order to alter the stone. Yet his purpose still eludes me.
He's killing everyone. What more do you need to know?
If we are to stop him, we must know what he plans to do next.
Urzael has done this to finish collecting the souls of Westmarch.
The time for his death has come. Where is he?
All I know is that he is in a tower somewhere in the Westmarch Heights, and that he will be quite rude to you. Before you set out to kill him, you should stop by my cart. I can enchant some items for you.
If only Tyrael had destroyed the Black Soulstone.
The Black Soulstone was made by a man, unlike previous Soulstones. We had no idea what would happen if we destroyed it. It seemed a better idea to hide it away forever. We had no way of knowing that Malthael was watching us the entire time. How could we?
There was no way. But what will we do when we get it back?
I don't know. But it's better for us to have the stone than Malthael. If we make it that far, we'll worry about what to do next.
What do you know of this Urzael?
He is Malthael's lieutenant, much the same way that Iswal was mine. He does his master's bidding without question.
It is strange that Malthael did not take your spirit in the tomb of Rakis.
I may be mortal, but I am not Nephilim. I have no demon blood in me, and therefore Malthael does not see me as his enemy.
But he thinks me one? I stood with angels and fought the beasts of hell.
That is of no consequence. You are half demon to him and therefore on the wrong side of the eternal conflict.
Tyrael, you look to be in agony.
I have felt pain before, but nothing like this. It is different being mortal. The pain wears on you.
Such is the way of this world. Only in the unformed land does the pain end. Do you know why Malthael wants the Black Soulstone?
I have been thinking on that since our encounter, but every scenario I envision simply doesn't make sense, regardless of what he has become.
He would not have taken it for no reason.
You've heard the legend of the Tomb of Rakis, haven't you? Its location has never been found. Most scholars think it's underneath Westmarch, but I suspect it's somewhere outside the city. Rakis was a clever man, after all.
What do you know of Urzael?
Well, he seems to have an affinity for fire. I'd watch out for that if I were you.
I will. Do you know anything else?
Urzael was sent to find Malthael by our friend Tyrael. He blames himself for what Urzael has become. What else can I tell you? I had a vision of death blanketing our world. So I left my people, my family, to come help you.
I too left my home and my people. I know the pain of your sacrifice.
Nonsense. We veteran often receive visions telling us when it is time to find a new family. I've had many in my life. I still love and miss each and every one of them. Except for Jonah. I never really liked that one.
Those who perish without embracing Malthael are eternally damned. But I can commune with our Lord, asking him to grant them a reprieve.
Don't worry. The military will rescue us soon. Our navy is undefeated.
The military was decimated and the navy is underwater. Where have you been?
I was telling you about Lyria, wasn't I? Oh, she was so beautiful that Durgus was determined to make her his own. Oh, yes, he pursued her relentlessly, showering her with gifts and attention until she succumbed and agreed to become his wife. But Durgus' jealousy was so great, he hid Lyria high in the heavens, far away from the reach of men and gods.
Jealousy is a curse that consumes everything.
Yes, that was Durgus. Desire was his very nature. Zai was the greatest thief, and he wanted Lyria. He waited patiently for a night when Lyria's path hid her behind the silver moon. For when the sun set, Durgus had to leave Lyria's side, you see, for desire rules the night. He could only watch from below, as she drifted across the ocean of stars. Then Zai climbed, silent as a whisper, into Lyria's palace in the heavens.
Why was he so determined? Was it love?
No, but stealing from Durgus would make Zai a legend.
Well-deserved death.
Doubt weighs heavy on your shoulders, but still your strikes are true. From where
I was a soldier in Westmarch before the Order took me. Fighting is in my
It is done. The bloodline of Rakis will once again sit on the throne of Westmarch.
And that would be you?
My grandmother was the daughter of Coralon, but he would not claim her because she was born of a courtesan, not a queen. With the peasants supporting me, Westmarch will become a place of freedom and equality. The idle rich will be no more. Of course, there will be some bloodshed. We must make a few examples, consolidate our power. A small price to pay.
I will not put the future of the people of Westmarch in the hands of a betrayer like you.
I have spent my whole life preparing for this day in primitive heathen.
Let's just have that in
I have come to realize that my personal feelings are of no consequence. My people are dying, and they need their king. Our resistance starts today, and Lord Winton, of all people, has provided the means. These Reapers shall not have Westmarch. I swear my life on it.
My strike is true. The spirits grant me blessings.
What brought you to take on the responsibilities of the world?
It is what the spirits have asked of me. To follow their guidance is the greatest of honors. What troubles you, my friend?
Too long have I lived with the knowledge that my order tortures its initiates. I need to know
The man who followed a path you believed was pure and true.
But it wasn't, was it? The guilty will answer for their transgressions. I swear it. I will use this. I have heard that the Grand Grand Maester himself is in Westmarch. It is imperative that I find and speak to him.
This man...
and beast alike. Even the dogs of Westmarch, once tame and gentle, have been transformed into wild, savage creatures. They hunt in packs through the streets, tearing apart their prey with ravenous hunger. I saw them rip a soldier limb from limb. When his scream stopped...
Need more mana.
Many of the oldest noble houses in Westmarch kept massive hunting dogs on their grounds. Though docile enough in life, they've become terrors in the hands of the Reapers. Now these beasts lead the packs of smaller dogs as they chase down the citizens of Westmarch. I don't even want to record what they do to the corpses.
Excellent.
My master has begun his work on the stone. Nothing that you do matters. Soon, demon spawn like you will be gone forever.
Enough. The spirits call for your death, and I will pay. I need mana.
The demon spawn shall perish in flames.
I cannot carry more. Curse you. I need to go back.
Is it true that King Justinian IV is dead? That would mean I'm 7th, no, 6th in line for the throne. Quite unlike me to fall apart like that. I can't imagine what came over me. Let's keep this between ourselves, eh?
Today is the day I find out how deep the Order's corruption runs.
Then you must fight to end this deception and make things right, my friend.
I will do it, even if it means going against my entire Order. I could use a good friend by my side. This is one of our strongholds. I will have my answers soon.
You must be ready for anything.
Cormac! Everyone says you helped slay Asmodan and Belial. They're calling you the greatest of all the Templar.
It's good to see you as well, brother. But I come with troubling news about the Order. I must speak with the Grand Maester.
You're in luck. He's here. Standing orders are to send you to him upon your return. Take this, the Grand Maester's new proclamation.
You've done us all proud. This proclamation from the Maester, it's damning. He admits his own guilt. How could I have not seen this?
The day of reckoning is at hand. We will rise from the ashes of Westmarch and lead mankind into the light. We shall have recruits by the thousands. Every citizen will be another Templar added to the cause. Once cleansed by the Inquisitors, they will become an unstoppable force.
Has finally come, and we owe it all to you. Bring me that whip.
It is time to purify this initiate.
Stop! How can you do this to your fellow Templar?
We bless them with the truth, as we did for you, Cormac. But if the greatest of all Templar wishes them freed, it shall be so. We've been ordered to take you to the Grand Maester as soon as possible. Follow me.
Cormac, the shining example of a true Templar. We have much to talk about.
Yes, we do, Grand Maester. You have betrayed us all, starting with the torment of our initiation.
It was brutal but necessary. I did the hard things no one else would, for the ascension of humanity. I carry the weight of my actions with me always. Are you ready to make a similar sacrifice, Cormac? Will you stand with me and become Meister in due time? I need you.
But... No! Your power has driven you to madness if you think I would help you rule over mankind!
This saddens me greatly, my son. I am sorry. Kill him. Man is a flawed being. Time and again we have seen good men given to temptation. Though it is painful, I have found only one answer. We must cleanse the minds of our recruits, so they will never fall prey to the corruption of the demons, or the blind self-righteousness of the angels. Focus on yourself, Cormac.
I dedicated my life to a lie. Everything I thought I knew, it was all in the service of a madman. I swear that every Templar I meet will be freed from the lies of the Order. And if they refuse, I will be forced to convince them.
You killed the angel who was responsible for this horror.
Yes, but a great evil remains. When I have destroyed him, you will be safe.
I believe you.
Your eyes gleam with wisdom, Miriam. You have seen much in this life.
Oh, I could tell you stories. Our wagon train came to a dying village once. The people threw rocks and jeered. There was only one poor family who welcomed us. I charmed my way into the mayor's office and told him that his village would soon be wealthier than he could imagine. He threw me out. He thought I was trying to rob him. Well, my vision showed me where the gold deposits were, but not who would find them. So I told the family who had shown us kindness where to dig. They are quite wealthy now.
I wonder if we could sell wigs made from your hair.
That is enough, Harold! If we survive this nightmare, I am leaving for my parents' estate in Bramwell.
That's a grand idea, dearest. Your father has more than enough money to...
Follow me, and I will tie you naked to a tree for the crows. Maybe then you'll finally think of something other than money.
Now that Urzael is dead, I'm going to Bramwell to find my son.
These lands are still plagued.
Thanks to you, I can finally bury my wife in peace.
You really must stop thanking me. It was nothing.
A dozen people ran by me and did nothing. You're a hero.
Just in the right place at the right time, I suppose.
This disaster will make for great reading someday, provided that anyone survives to chronicle it.
I bring grave news, General. The king is dead.
I'd heard rumors, but I hoped. I didn't really care for the king at first, but he turned into a good ruler. Hadn't been himself lately, though. The last of his trusted advisors died recently. Hit him hard, it did. He would have recovered eventually. Now, he'll never get the chance.
Urzael is dead. The Reapers will be easily defeated without him to lead them.
You have saved Westmarch, my friend.
But we still do not know why Malthael took the stone, and he grows stronger by the moment. Our time is running out.
That strange woman you brought here believes she can help. She insisted on speaking with you immediately.
How fortunate I am to have met the savior of Westmarch. You simply must let me ask you some questions when your work is done.
Ciri's newly established rule over Westmarch did nothing to quell the civil war, which continued until she was driven mad and eventually killed by the plague. Cornelius, grandson of Justinian III and slave to the Zakharum faith, used this opening to crush the rebels once and for all and become the new king.
Rackus conquered all of Honduras before founding Westmarch. Repelling this invasion would be child's play for him.
Bryson meant well. Why not let him stay?
He's a fool, and fools end up dead around here.
Ah, death. It is always close to your heart.
What are you talking about?
Your father, your wife, your apprentice. You did not want another face to add to that list.
You keep that nonsense to yourself, or I might forget how much I owe you.
I'm telling you, Lyria was so lonely, and Zai was so alive and full of life. They shared one perfect night, and after she emerged, blushing. Dirges raced to her side, but Zai was gone. The ruby around Lyria's neck was the only sign that he had ever been there.
Did Zai feel any remorse for his actions?
No, not then. He felt pride.
I heard Lysa's voice again, and I could make out more of what she was saying. She is calling out for me, but it sounds as though the voice is speaking to me from far away, from beyond our world.
The voice of her spirit?
No, I do not know how, but she is alive, and she needs me.
Chelsea, I know how to find Malthael, but you will not like what I have to tell you.
What is it?
There is only one person who knows how to find Malthael. She waits for you in the Blood Marsh, and you know her well. Adria.
Adria. She has much to answer for.
Adria is not as you remember her. She is channeling blood magic to prepare herself to retrieve the Black Soul Stone.
What exactly does that mean?
Some things cannot be explained. You must see them for yourself.
The spirits agree. You are indeed strange.
You have no sense of adventure.
You're not going anywhere without me.
Why?
Someone has to make sure you don't kill Adria before you find out where Malthael is.
Come with me if you wish, but Adria will pay for her betrayal. Urzael and his Reapers are dead. Westmarch is safe, and its people can finally begin to rebuild. Lorath and I now go to find Adria in the Blood Marsh. She knows the way to find Malthael, and after she tells me, I will end her life.
We hid the Black Soul Stone in the deepest part of the Nephilim ruins near here. We thought it would be safe. Malthael found it where we saved.
I consider myself an expert on all matters concerning boggits. The boggit itself is a small, odd creature given to foraging and burrowing. Under normal circumstances, it fears humans, but it can be incited to great violence when under the influence of magical objects. Rings in particular seem to excite them.
This is the entrance to the tomb. Someone's collapsed it.
Adria.
It looks like we'll have to find another way into the ruins. What was that?
Aid me!
This was just one entrance to the city. There are guide stones littered across the Blood Marsh that will lead us to the mainland. The guide stone...
The Tusk Boggin is a ferocious...
Seal the correct path to a Nephilim such as yourself.
The Tusk Boggin is a ferocious, hulking beast with an exceedingly bad temper. Aided by packs of boggits, it will fight anything that crosses its path. Invariably, some of the boggits will die, but the survivors are rewarded with scraps left over from the boggin's prey. If only my assistants would work for so little.
There is no escape, Adria.
Remember to get the information we need before you...
Of course.
Well, that's not very reassuring.
There! A worthy foe! What a monstrous creature!
The first time I saw a witch, she burned. Father took me to the town square to see it. Look, he said, that is the face of evil. But she looked like any other woman, and burned like anything else. Then the flames engulfed her. Her eyes found mine, and she left.
You die!
father could never understand. He was born into privilege and wealth, and he spent every moment of his life trying to protect it. I was his flesh and blood, but he cared more about the names in books and the faces of the paintings on the walls than his living daughter.
What? I'm not dead? You have my thanks. But a word of warning. These animals carry a plague and must be killed before it spreads. It created a potion to fight it. I cut one of them open and took its innards. They smell it on me. That's why they're attacking. Glory to Velvet. Take this as my way of saying thanks. I must get back to my work.
Opens before me.
Do you know what fear is? Fear of who you are. Fear of what your own blood would do if they knew what you were. No, you could never understand it. People look to you as a savior. Have you ever thought about the lives you've taken? They were fathers, lovers, daughters.
The truth burns.
Guide stones, but nothing happens when I approach it.
Let me try.
There are 4 entrances to the Nephilim city, each one etched with a sigil. Only the correct one marks the true entrance to the tomb house. When you activate these stones, one of the wrong sigils disappears.
He asked me what I see when I look into the fire. I see a burning man. I see a burning witch. I see terror and a hunger that will consume everything. What hope do the works of men have against such all-consuming hunger? I gave myself to the flames.
Maggot brood has been quite an adventure. I first observed the corpse of one near the road to Westmarch, where it raised such a stench that my new assistant vomited twice on my favorite traveling cloak. The stains came out eventually, but I was sorely vexed.
This may be the correct passage, but I do not know for sure. Truth burns!
A glorious development.
Strike is true.
This will aid me. This will help.
I need to find another guide stone to learn the correct sigil. spirits smile upon me.
Shaman was created from the blood for which Adrian was that. The shaman is able to use magic as shields, channeling the power of blood and fire. Luckily, Adria only has so much blood to shed, and not for much longer. Do you think Adria feels any remorse for what she did to Leah?
To explore the ancient ruins outside Westmarch, and then I realized they were crawling with dreadful skeletons. Of course, these creatures do not frighten me, but they make my research much too time-consuming. And I am widely known for my efficiency, am I not?
Uncovered and obscured an ancient tome in whose pages is recorded an impossible tale. The secret history of a race called the Necromancer, and their ruined civilization in the West. If this is true, how could all signs of these Nephilim be lost? But for the record of this single tome.
Perfect strike.
I overflow with blessings. The truth burns. The truth burns you. I strike at your heart. Your evil undoes you. Laura, you come with me no further. When I am done,
We have done it! I'm strangely happy knowing that Adria will soon be dead at our hands. Not too quickly, of course.
my strike is true. Your evil undoes you.
Adria birthed these golems from the blood marsh. Their bodies were formed from the water and earth of the marsh itself, while the venom of the marsh creatures gave them life. Their very skin seems to burst with the poison of this land.
You die. My power grows vast.
Dirges was possessed by an all-consuming rage. As Zai had stolen what was most valuable to Dirges, he would take from Zai all that he held dear.
Did they just kill him?
Dirges took something much more dear than Zai's life. His joy. He killed everyone Zai had loved and held dear. Oh, then he slew Lyria. Her light went out from the heavens. The seas wept, and the waves of their tears crashed upon the shore.
I was separated from the other soldiers and surrounded by the dead when I saw him. I gazed into the face of death himself. I couldn't move. I just stared as he passed through me. His touch was like ice, so cold. But something in me changed. Something I cannot understand.
Where are you going? I have some good news.
Good news?
I mentioned what you did to some guards I met. You could get a commendation or something when this is all over.
Oh, that's fantastic.
The Soul Stone must change.
Urzael is slain. Westmarch is saved. And yet these thoughts weigh constantly upon me.
We have brought peace to Westmarch. That is a victory worthy of celebration.
Wise words, my friend. Angels are cursed with a wider perspective of events. To live in the moment is a part of mortal existence I must learn to embrace.
I see no angels here. Why are they not helping us?
There is confusion and dissension in the high heavens. You must remember, Malthael was our leader once.
But you stand on the Angiris Council. You can call on the warriors of heaven.
Imperius commands the host, and he will not unleash them on a fellow angel, especially a former member of the Angiris Council.
I will not forget this, and the spirits will not either. I am returning to town.
Let's see where you've been hiding, Malthael.
Adria.
The angels will never suffer us to live. They cannot accept the fact that we may choose our own path. At least demons are not so rigid in their beliefs.
Before me.
I have done what I can to ensure it. He always finds a way. In your heart of hearts, you know this.
Before she died, Adria conjured an image of pandemonium.
She was searching for Malthael, so he must be there.
I need to go back.
See? Aren't you happy I didn't tell you beforehand that Adria would turn into a hideous monster?
Why would that bring me happiness?
You're so much more effective when you're stewing in blind rage, thirsting for revenge. We wouldn't want you to peak too early. Petty details would have just served to distract you.
Malthael is in pandemonium.
No doubt he has gone to the fortress. Malthael can hold out there until the end of time. He is forcing us to come to him.
He thinks to grow more powerful than me while skulking in the shadows like a rat.
The only way to pandemonium is through the high heavens. Let us leave at once.
Oh.